Shane, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure.
Shane, we've been talking about income protection and trauma insurance. Could you give us an example from your experience of somebody who didn't have these types of insurance, and what was the consequence to them as a result of them not having it?
A lady in her 50s had life insurance, was diagnosed with cancer, but at a previous review of her insurance has declined to take up trauma insurance. She had treatment here for her cancer, but was unfortunately not successful. In that time she discovered there was treatment overseas available. It was a particular type of cancer, but given her situation, financial situation, the funds just aren't available, and unfortunately that has progressed to the point where a terminal illness claim is now being made. The prognosis isn't good at all.
So in this case, trauma insurance would have been life-saving?
Probably, possibly. The treatment certainly would have been available.
And do you have an example of somebody who maybe needed income protection but didn't have it?
Yes, a client in fact did have income protection. He dropped it against my advice. We had long discussions about that, but he decided to do that. A father, young children, 2 young children. He's a painter and fell from a ladder, had some really nasty injuries, and that's over 3 years ago now, and he's still not working. His wife's gone out to work, had to go out to work. Family income has decreased dramatically. All the plans they had for their financial future and for the children's are all gone. They really are in a situation where there's no real way out of it now. And again, the situation just could have been avoided.
Let's look on the brighter side a little. Have you had anyone who's had trauma insurance and benefited from it, and how did they benefit?
There's plenty of successful stories, if we can put it that way, of people with the right cover. Trauma insurance, example, a young family again, the mother, 38 I think she was when she was diagnosed with cancer. Trauma insurance claim was lodged and paid immediately. On the basis of that, her husband was able to take extended time off work and was able to basically stay at home, support her and look after the kids, and he did that for 6 months. He could have gone longer, but his wife passed away. But the point is, the money was there to give that family a quality of life that just, had it not been there, you just wonder what they would have done. They certainly couldn't have afforded to do that.
It's a tragic time anyway, without having your memories of a loved one tainted by financial hardship.
And just the financial pressures. It's just, you just can't imagine the difference between having it and not having it.
Have you got an example of somebody who had income protection and it actually helped them, and how it did help them in fact?
Again, plenty of stories of where insurance does help. One client, he had a heart attack, 50 years old, heart attack. He was in hospital for 3 months and released, ended up going in again for the same problem. He had an ongoing income as a result of the policy he held. Another example where clients are longer term claimants, the good thing about that is, if there is a good side to it, is that they are able to have a quality of life where their health situation continues to deteriorate, and that can mean the difference between basically fading away or living your life out for the period that you've got left. And there's been numerous cases of those too.